Hello. Let me just click go live on Instagram as well. Hello, everyone. I am just going to go ahead and copy and paste some information into the Instagram live. I am going to try to stream both of those at the same time today. So just give me a minute and we could kind of give everyone a chance to come on. If you are here and you can hear me and see me, if you can just say hello in the chat. Okay, give me 1 second here. Awesome. Okay, we're live there. Live on Facebook. Awesome. Just going to give everybody some time. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Note 2, going to give everybody a couple more minutes. See people start popping in. We are going to review some tips and tricks for using Google Drive, how to create files and folders, save files and folders, share files and folders, and just getting files and folders all organized. I know that's a huge topic for a lot of us. Oh, bug trying to bother me today. We have so many mosquitoes and things out right now in Ohio. I'm not sure where you are, but it is definitely that time of year for us. It's so tiny. I don't even know what it is. Maybe it likes my lip gloss. See who's jumping on today. If you are hopping on, hello, ladies. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining. If you're just hopping on right now, there is a link to some intro to Google Workspace guides. So you can go ahead and grab those. So the link's right here, but it's also in the chat. There is a link and some information about the Google Workspace Toolkit I just launched this afternoon. If you want to go ahead and look at that now or just a little bit later, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Hello, if you can see and hear me, you could just say hello in the chat so I can see who's watching today. Hello, ladies. Thank you. Hi there. There is a link to download your Google Intro to Google Workspace guides right down here, but it's also in the chat. So if you could just go ahead and put in the chat if you currently use Google Drive for your files or folders or anything along those lines, or if you maybe have it and don't use it because you're a little bit confused. Check the comments on my phone. It's a little easier that way sometimes. Hello, Koshi. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started. If you are watching this during a replay or watching the replay, if you could just please put replay in the chat, because of course I do like to see how many people actually get to see it, how many people it reaches. But we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're just joining on, there is a link to the Google intro to Google Workspace guides. You don't use it, don't even know if you have it. Okay, most people do have it and don't know. That's common. If you even have a free Gmail account that you don't pay for, it's just a regular Gmail account like most of us have, you do have access to Google Drive. So I'm going to show you, I'll give you some tips and tricks today. And if you do have a professional account with Google Workspace, you definitely have Google Drive. You even have even more features and more space and a little bit more capabilities. So just give me a second and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you guys, show you ladies some Google Drive tips. Some best practices, some tips and tricks, how to use it. Let me get that out the way and just share my screen. Do the entire screen today. Do this one. Okay, awesome. I'm going to do this so you can see the whole screen for now. I like to make it as big as possible so you guys can see nice and clear. We're just going to go ahead and get started. For those of you that don't know me, hello. I am Marisol Ortiz, the Fairy TechMother. I am a tech support specialist. I'm dedicated to helping women entrepreneurs thrive in their businesses by providing personalized tech support services like one-on-one coaching, training, digital courses. And my mission is basically to help you overcome your tech challenges so that you can focus on your business. Leave the technology to me. Okay, so thank you for joining. And we are going to talk about Google Drive today. Do many of you feel like kind of overwhelmed with your files and folders? I know before, back in the days, we were kind of taught to save everything on your desktop or save it to your C drive, right? And we have all these folders that you may have named personal, or you just kind of throw them all over the place, your desktop, your downloads. We start to get these ads and pop-ups for things like OneDrive or all these other, all these other file storage services like Dropbox, and we start using all these free things, and we have files and folders all over the place, right? I know I sure did. But I do know that once I started using Google Drive, everything kind of works well together, seamlessly, integrates all the different applications. You can install the app on your phone, on your desktop, on your laptop, and you can access these Google Drive, the same files and folders on any device you're on. The same goes for all the other apps that I teach, the email, calendars, files, folders, calendars, email, everything is kind of flows all together seamlessly. So we are going to go ahead and show you. So right now, I just have a basic Google Chrome browser open. And to get your Google Drive to see, so Koshi, to answer your question, if you're not sure, you're just going to open up your Chrome browser that you normally use. And if you have Gmail or not, just go ahead and open it up. And if you click on the waffle over here on the right-hand side, it's the colorful triangle, and that's your Google Drive. And you'll be surprised. Some people I know, they click on that, and there's tons of files and folders in there, mostly files. And they're like, wow, I didn't even know that I had that. I didn't even know I was using it. But this is your Google Drive. And this is just different views. This is my file view. This is my folder view. So what I like to teach is some nice organization. So you should maybe create some folders, color code them with some names. And I'm just going to show you around this app so you can see how to use it and the different features. We're going to start over here on the left-hand side. And this is just how you would create something new. Like all the Google apps, in the upper left-hand corner, you have your new or your compose or create features. So you can use this button to create a folder, to create a file, to upload a folder, to upload a file, all different types of files. If you get sent some Microsoft Word documents or Excel documents or PowerPoint presentations and you do not have Microsoft Word Office applications installed, you can open them up in Google Drive. So let me just show you some other features before we start creating. So on the left-hand side here, you have your drive. So it's kind of this same view, but you can kind of navigate through them a little better. If you have subfolders, they would show up here underneath. Here, this would be if you have any files, folders shared with you. We will talk about sharing shortly. But if you, this is Google Drive is also an excellent way of sharing files and folders, especially larger files and folders that you exceed the limit for basic email. Basic email is about 25 megabytes. That's the limit of your uploading or your transferring data. With Google Drive, it's about 15 gigabytes. So just to kind of give you an idea, that's about 4 movies worth. I mean, obviously that depends on the quality and things like that, but it's an average of 3 to 4 movies. So that's a lot of data that you can put in a folder and share it with somebody else. So if you have tons of pictures or a bunch of files and folders and contracts and things you maybe want to share with a contractor, your insurance agent, your partner, a realtor, anything along those lines, you can upload everything up to one folder, and then you could share it out to different people. And they will only see what's in that folder, okay? Over here, you just have some more of the navigation features. You can click on recent files if you're just kind of lost and like, oh, let me just find that folder or that file I was looking for. You just click on recent, and they'll all show up here in order of which they were accessed. You're starred. You can star files. I'll show you how to do that momentarily. If you want to just have quick access, kind of like a shortcut. Here, obviously, you can look at your storage. This is a free version. This is a free version right now. So this is how much storage I have. 15. So basically, it's 15 gigabytes. I only have 26 megabytes used, which is not a lot at all. And on the top, this is an awesome feature. You can search, especially if you start to have a lot of data in here and you're not sure what it is. These are just different search options. You could search by file type, owner. This kind of goes into when you start sharing files and people start sharing files with you. If you know it had a word in it, but you don't remember the title, like, oh, I know we were talking about picnic, or I know we were talking about meeting on Tuesday and a date, you can just type that in there and it will search all your files and folders and find that, that exact file for you. You can search if you know what exact location it is. You can search anywhere. You can search by date, just all types of things. So if you can't find a file or folder and you utilize this search feature, you will definitely be able to find it. Let's just give you an example. Let's see. I know I have one. It has the word CPA in it. I know I have something like that. So you just type it in there. You hit enter or search at the bottom, and it's going to populate any image, any document that I have that has the word CPA in it. Okay. I'm going to X out to clear that filter right on the top here. You're looking for my mouse. It's this big teal mouse here. Then if you go over to the right a little bit, some other features. Here's your settings. The one feature in here that's really helpful is to get the drive for desktop. So if you're going to be utilizing or using your Google Drive often, I recommend downloading the Google Drive for desktop. So you can click it from here. Also, in the far right corner of your address bar, you can click Install Google Drive. And it's a basic install. You just click on it. You'll get this install pop up right here. You hit install, and it just does its thing in the background. And then you just hit yes. And what that does is now it's going to put your Google Drive into your File Explorer or your Windows Explorer, and that is this. Most of us that use a Windows computer know and have seen this location often, I'm sure, right? You know that this is where your documents are, your downloads, your pictures. You maybe have a bunch of different files and folders here. So what installing Google Drive for desktop does is put this location right here. Okay, so Google Drive is basically a hosted service. That means it is not physically on your computer at all. It's in the cloud, it's hosted somewhere else. It's in it's a hosting means that it's being serviced and managed somewhere else. Either you're paying for it, sometimes you're getting a portion of the service for free, but it means it's not physically on your device, which makes life a lot easier because then you can access it anywhere if you do not have that device with you. So it's a hosted service. Okay. So, but installing that Google Drive for desktop puts this shortcut right here for you, kind of like emulating that it is a local location. So that when you need to upload or download or save to your Google Drive, it makes it a lot easier because you now have this little shortcut there. I'm going to minimize that, get back to Google Drive here. Drive. Okay. And so let's just practice a little bit. I'm going to click on New. And let's just make a new folder. Let me just click New. And let's just put Test 903. Right? So it just made a folder right here. To color code it, you just right click it and hit Organize. You have all these colors you can choose from, or you can click on the ellipse, the 3 buttons over here to the far right, and select Organize. And let me just go ahead and pick a color I don't have yet, purple. And what I recommend doing is color coding across different applications. So for instance, as you can see, my bills folder, I made it yellow. And in my email, I have my subfolder created for bills. I create that yellow. My leads are red. And I would do the same thing across all the applications. In my calendar, if I have an appointment for my real estate investing, I make sure that that color coordinates with everything so that I stay nice and organized. And you know how our brain works. When you start to see those colors, things start to become more of a flow for you. You know what you're looking for. You know where to save it and all along those lines. So I created this folder. Let's call it, this one. And if I double click it, obviously it opens. And now you can drag and drop or upload files into this folder. You can right click, you can file upload, and you can put files in there. Let me just grab one for you. Let's see, a small one here, Friday. Let's just do one called privacy. Okay, so now it's uploading. You see, there it is. And let me show you a really great aspect of Google Drive that I mentioned earlier is that even if you don't have or own all these different applications, all these different softwares like Microsoft Office apps, Adobe, and presentation applications like Canva, there's so many different image apps and things for pictures. It really gets kind of pricey when you need to purchase all of the different software. With Google Drive, you can open up almost any document. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up my email to show you. I have some different emails that I forwarded to this account. So here's a spreadsheet, a CSV file, which I'm sure we're all familiar with that. If you don't know the exact word, it's just a comma separated value, which is just another name for a spreadsheet, kind of like Excel. So this is where this came from. This was an Excel sheet, and I forward it to this account. If I download it, I can download it from here. I can save it directly to my Google Drive, and I can edit it with Google Sheets. So if I have a spreadsheet, an Excel document, I can open it up with Google Sheets. But I just want to show you, if I just click on it, it's going to open. And I do not have to have Microsoft Excel in order to do that. And then you could then open it with Google Sheets. But I'm going to close it because that's information. Okay. So let me show you. So this one has a PNG file, which is a type of image file. We have a JPEG, which is a picture. We have a Microsoft Word document. And then we have a presentation from Canva that was converted to a PDF. And you just click it with Google Docs. Even if you have the free version of Google Workspace, you can just click it. It's going to open. You can manipulate it. You can open it with different apps if you have it, but you do not need to. This image, it's going to open it. This Microsoft Word document, it's going to open it. Open it with Google Docs. Presentation as a PDF. A lot of times you used to have Adobe Reader, which is a free version, but you would have to have it installed and set as your default. Now you could just click it and open it. So that's just a high level of Google Docs. I'm sorry, Google Drive. And just wondering if anybody has any questions so far. Let's see who we have in here. Don't have it, don't use it. No other questions? All right. Well, don't forget to download your guide, your workspace, your Google Workspace intro guides. Also, I'm not sure. I'm trying to see if anybody in here has joined the group, but we do have the Google Workspace Tech Toolkit. It launched this afternoon. So if you're interested in learning more about Google Workspace and all the different features and apps, we go through step by step of setting up your Google Workspace profile, installing it, all the different sets of applications on your phones, your desktops, your laptops, getting into setting up your email, your calendar, learning how to use and create tasks and events and notes, managing your passwords and contacts, managing bookmarks and all different things, all the different aspects of Google Workspace. And this particular program is going to be built up to be the the Digital Workspace Academy. So we're going to just keep adding on and adding on. And I have about a little bit over half of the slots filled for the founding members, which is an incredible deal. You get lifetime access for the $197. So you get all the courses and materials that are in there now and lifetime access to anything that we add into it. So I'm going to continuously grow the Digital Academy and add all the different apps that you need to build, run, and start a business. Anything technical, all the technology, we're going to learn it together. You have lifetime access. You get discounts on one-on-one tech support in my other workshops. We have a private community where we all share and collaborate together. And yeah, the link is right there in the comments as well. And if you click on the link, if you want to learn more about it, if you're just not sure, there's a Q&A in there, a bunch of different details, and I don't want to read it all to you because that's boring. There's a lot to it. I really try to make sure you get all of your questions answered. So the link is in the comments. I see someone else joined. And if you have any questions about Google Drive or the Google Workspace Tech Toolkit, I know a lot of you ladies have been invited or have seen the ads for it. A lot of ladies are emailing me about it. So if you have any questions, now is your chance to ask, and I can answer them for you. Need to play around with it. Okay, let's see. Need to play around with it, and then I'm sure I have some questions. Thank you, Marisol. You are very welcome. Yes, I know there's a lot of questions, and like I said, a lot of ladies have it, just don't know what to do with it, or just use the basics. Usually we're just using Gmail and don't realize that there's so many other applications, and especially if you have Google Workspace where you bought your domain and you have a professional business account, you definitely should be using all of the other features that it comes with. But thank you, ladies, for showing up. I will see you. I'm here every week. I'll see you next Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking about a different topic. And if you have any tech questions, I'm your girl. All right. See you ladies soon. Bye-bye.